Hey guys, welcome back to MMA Library. Today in MMA and UFC news, Conor McGregor recently took to Twitter to express his opinion on how well a fight would sell in terms of pay-per-views between Islam Makhachev and Alexander Volkanovski. In a recent tweet he wrote, "My 2 old belts on 2 little ticks. This fight does 10 buys." To this Sean O'Malley replied with, "LMAO." Then Alexander Volkanovski posted a tweet saying, "A former wise man once said, winners focus on winning, losers focus on winners." To this McGregor replied with, "Just watching and monitoring, mate, that's all. Happy for you on the spot, to be honest. I'll be back. This is not over. You know." Khamzat Chimaev recently trolled Jorge Masvidal on social media. Khamzat uploaded a picture of himself holding the BMF belt with a caption showing a shush emoji. Masvidal has not responded to the troll, but has recently deleted all of his posts on Instagram. What do you guys think about this? Is Khamzat sending a message? Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. In a recent interview, Vera believes that Sean O'Malley was given a gift decision in his bout against Petr Yan this past weekend at UFC 280. Here's the clip.
And I'm not chasing nothing. I'm not going after anything. The main goal is the belt. But in order to get the belt, you gotta win. And that's what I've been doing.
Which direction do you think they're leaning towards?
As a fight fan, you know, anybody who beat -- 1 contender should fight for the belt, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's obvious, right? O'Malley, doesn't matter what ranking he is, he beat #1, he should fight for the belt. But everybody thinks that was a gifted decision. Everybody thinks he got a pass by in that one. So that can probably hurt what the UFC will do with him. It's same thing that happened with the Son Yadong fight. I got robbed, they give me the O'Malley fight. Then they give me the Aldo fight. I advanced after a loss. So O'Malley got the decision gifted. Maybe they do the same thing. They probably hold him a little bit, make somebody else do it. But we'll see.
Islam Makhachev recently took to Instagram to send a message to Alexander Volkanovski and Israel Adesanya following his impressive victory over Charles Oliveira this past weekend at UFC 280. "My short friend, can't wait to meet you again in the octagon. Just make sure your teammate Adesanya don't bet his house again." After a dominating performance against TJ Dillashaw this past weekend, Aljamain Sterling discusses who may be next in line for him in a recent interview with Ariel Helwani. Here's the clip.
So it's been 2 days. I feel like you have 3 options, 3 really good options. Obviously, Sean O'Malley. Then you got Cejudo. Dana brought him up at the post-fight press conference, which I thought was really interesting. And then you've got Vera. Who do you think it's going to be? If they came to you right now, who are you leaning towards?
Isn't Dana the funniest guy?
Why is that?
No, I want you to answer. I want you to answer that.
What? I mean, actually, funny would be the last thing I would call him, but I guess it depends on in what way.
When I say funny can have many different meanings.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, I like Dana on a personal level, like outside of the cameras and everything. Okay. I like Dana.
All right.
But some of the things that he actually says is like beyond like me sometimes. Like you go on record, you say whoever wins this fight is clearly getting the #1 shot because it makes sense.
Right.
After the fight, everything completely changes, and then you throw Henry Cejudo in the mix. And I'm just completely confused because I'm just like, this guy hasn't fought in over 2 years. You don't want to give him a title shot to go be triple champ, which I'm not opposed to because I think if anyone deserves it based on merit, it's him. And I'm not a hater by any means. But then the guy comes back after 2 years, fought at 125, fought, I think twice maybe at 35, and he's supposed to come back, get an immediate title shot after doing what? You know what I mean? So now it's like, I almost feel, and I could be completely wrong, I almost feel like they're looking for a last hope of someone who could take out Aljamain Sterling. And they're hoping that they can make this wrestling thing, this narrative of the Olympic wrestling now. D1 wasn't good enough. Now the Olympic wrestling might be good enough to take out the D3 wrestler.
What do you guys think about Aljamain's comments? Should the UFC give Henry Cejudo the title shot? Or does someone like Cheeto deserve it? Let us know in the comment section below. Footage has surfaced of Khabib Nurmagomedov's reaction to Sean O'Malley's split decision win over Petr Yan this past weekend. Here's the footage. Charles Oliveira issues an apology for his quick defeat at the hands of Islam Makhachev this past weekend at UFC 280. He said, "Hey everyone from Brazil and the rest of the world, everyone that supported me and cheered me on. I just wanted to pass by here and send out a message and simply apologize. I believe that everything I did in training was done right, including the weight cut. But yesterday I wasn't able to find myself in the fight. Yesterday Islam was better than I in terms of timing and did an overall better fight, coming out as champion. I haven't even slept yet because naturally I've been reflecting on everything that happened. Thank you so much to all the people that have sent me both positive and negative messages. The criticism is all part of this crazy sport. I'll go home now and I'll dedicate myself, train and conquer once again. So thank you again to everyone that texted me. Logically, I'm sad for not having done my best, but everyone knows about my faith and that I believe in God. I believe God has something bigger planned for me. So I'm sorry for disappointing my whole nation and everyone who believed in me winning this fight, which unfortunately didn't happen." What do you guys think about Oliveira's performance? And will we see him face off again against Makhachev? Let us know your opinion in the comment section. In a recent interview with Submission Radio, Beneil Dariush talks about what's next for him and the possibility of fighting at UFC 284 in Perth. Here's what Beneil had to say.
Is a part of you kind of gunning to be on UFC 284 here in Perth, potentially be officially the backup for this fight? You never know what's going to happen. It's a big flight over. And then at the same time, maybe match up with one of these bigger guys like a Justin Gaethje or the winner of Justin Poirier and Chandler, or potentially somebody else in the division who's up there in the top. And maybe Charles even, somebody up there in the top of the division in Australia.
So that's, okay, backup. As far as like just to be a backup, I don't feel that, man. It doesn't really do it for me. But if I have someone to fight, come what is it, February 11th, right? Because I was talking to my wife about it. I'm kind of excited for it. I'd love to go to Australia too and do it there.
I think it's technically 12th. Let me tell you right now, it's going to be the 12th because fights here are on Sunday. So, but same basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I still love it. Anyways, that being said, like, I would want to go out there, and I do want to fight somebody, like someone good, ideally. The real question is like who, because, and for me, you know, I know the list, but like I want to know what people think, because I want to ask people's opinions. Like, for example, Charles would be great. But is Charles going to be ready? Because is he going to be in the mindset where he wants to fight again? If not Charles, like, I'll be honest with you, I don't think the top 5 are really interested. Yeah, if those guys like the Dustin Poirier and just Michael Chandler, if one of them wins, I don't think they'll want to face me.
Guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. If you like the content we do here on this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to MMA Library for all the latest MMA and UFC news. We'll see you in the next video.